Girls, what can an unattractive guy do to seem more attractive to you? Good hygiene, self-confidence, be kind and engage with the world. Respectful, not clingy, not desperate, not one of those I'm better than you assholes, and doesn't try too hard. Be inspiring, whether it's a great career, musical skills, or maybe being well read. I'm always attracted to someone who inspires me to do more myself. I'm an introvert, so I value hobbies and accomplishments more than the typical social prowess and confidence most men are taught to emphasize. Not a girl, but I've met a few. One absolute key is self-grooming. Wash yourself, apply deodorant, clean under your nails, trim your scraggly beard, get a haircut. Once the COVID is over, brush your hair, wash your clothes and put them away immediately after drying so they don't get wrinkled. Stop wearing ripped, torn, or otherwise worn out clothes, etc, etc. If you look like you don't give a shit about yourself, people will be inclined to agree. People will say hygiene up and down this thread, but that is a symptom of a larger issue that I see great majority of my friends at various levels of hygiene on self and in home know how to be an adult. Women do not want to come into your life to pick up your shit, emotional or physical. Clean your fucking space. Clean your fucking ass. Learn how to cook more than fucking pasta and canned sauce. Pay your fucking bills. Be an actual adult who can manage their life responsibilities. These skills will create a solid base for you to build your life on, and that life will be much more attractive. Women have some of the lowest standards for men. Don't be rude. Take care of yourself. And wash a fucking dish. And for all your anime posters, at least get a fucking cool frame. These motherfuckers just letting Goku be pinned to a wall when that god deserves to at least be leveled on a frame. Dude. Okay, I'm a fellow dude but also gay, which I mention only because I want to reassure you that this isn't some Chad strategy to patalock you. Here's the real secret. You have to be attracted to yourself. I don't mean in a homo way. I mean, get yourself to a place where you feel like you look good. You may never be Hollywood handsome, or maybe, who knows, but fuck that horse shit anyway. Just capitalism trying to get you to waste your money and attention. The other thing you have to do is find yourself interesting. Don't mean shit if you only look good. That's like a nice gift box that's empty. Learn stuff. Get some hobbies. Volunteer. Be a good dude. The final most important step is, don't do any of that stuff to get chicks, because what's going to happen is you might find some girl who buys it at first, but then you feel like you've sealed the deal and those bad habits come back real quick. Take care of your appearance and be a cool dude for yourself. Because when you come to love yourself, that's true transformation that people can see and vibe with. Smell nice. There is something sexy about a guy that has situational awareness. Not a chick here, but from my own personal dating experience, I'd recommend dialing back your sense of humor if you have an odd or morbid sense of humor like I do, at least until you're sure your date is on the same page humor wise. Be kind and listen to what I'm saying. Do not interrupt as so many men do. You don't have to agree with me, but you can try to see what's going on. That's giving me my perspective. Don't pretend to listen. Share genuine thoughts and feelings with me. I don't want to hear lines or regurgitated trendy things to say. Also hygiene. Literally. Wash your clothes, body, all the parts, with soap, and brush your frigging teeth twice a day. Seriously. Do you know how bad your breath gets if you're brushing once a day? Put down your phone and talk to my face sometimes. Humor, confidence, interesting conversation, and positivity, enthusiasm for life. Here's the deal. OP. Perception of a person's looks is not just subjective, it's fluid. Most people aren't super hot or super ugly. They are just average, and their personalities inform whether they are attractive or unattractive. That's why you can date someone for a few months and decide that's someone you love or someone you can't stand. That's why you can take a hot girl on a date and find her to be pretty ugly by the end of the night. Don't sweat your attractiveness too much and work on being the kind of partner the person you'd want to date would want to date. Be an authentically good person. Be funny, but not at the expense of others, especially if they are not in the room. It's demoralizing to learn you are the butt of a joke, and there is a very low threshold before it becomes mean. Please shower, shave, or make sure you keep your beard maintained. Clip your nails, clean your clothes, Wear deodorant. Basic hygiene stuff. If your clothes have holes in them, either repair them or throw them out and get new ones. Ratty looking clothes don't look good. This includes those high priced shirts Kanye makes that have the holes in them. Be tactful. Being honest is great and all, but not everyone is ready to hear brutal honesty. Knowing how to say things in a more tactful manner is much better. Have a dog or other pet that is allowed to be held or pet. Be passionate about something. Video games, history, anything. Edit. As per some of the lovely comments in response to this, please tell us what your pet is like. Tell them to be wary around the animal if you're not sure how they're going to be, or if you know they're not 100,000% ready to leap into a stranger's arms. Then allow both the person and your pet to adjust to a new situation. Self-confidence is the key. I'm a guy, but I feel like this still stands. Be yourself. I used to hate when people said that. I mean, myself sucks. Why would I want that? Then I realized what people meant, or at least what I felt like it meant. Don't try to be someone else. It's difficult to fake a personality, and then if someone does fall for that personality, now you have to continue the facade forever. That's exhausting. You can accentuate your positive qualities while working on the negative ones. It's all about self-awareness. If you're a passionate musician, let that be the you people see. If you have jealousy issues, work on those without letting that side of you show. Be a well-rounded person. Have a variety of interests and friends. Take some joy in your life. Might not be the easiest thing to do right now, but in general, be willing to try things just for the sake of it. The incel attitude, where you think you're entitled to be rich and successful and surrounded by Victoria's Secret models, and have a grudge against the entire world when that doesn't come to pass, will make you a walking social dessert. There isn't a hot enough man in the world to make someone put up with that shit. Good hygiene, and treat me like a human, not like a girl. Never ever call yourself a good guy. If you have to say it, you're probably not a good guy. Any man that can keep you laughing is attractive. Chatted up some guy on Tinder. He looked a little nerdy but cute. Not like I'm that different. We started to chat and I'm out. Literally every sentence was a single word. Yeah, no, and that's mostly it. Turns out he's a virgin. Stays at home 24/7. Outside of working a very isolated job, and besides watching movies on a cinema-like TV room, he has nothing going. No hobbies, no nothing. I was still thinking about trying it, but since it was so rough to converse with him and he frequently said, "Maybe you will change me," I just gave up. I'm looking for an independent adult, not some child to raise or to drag along . So basically, engage people, be open and have some interesting hobbies, no matter how silly. Plenty of peeps with like model building as a hobby, playing with miniature trains. Just talk about it. Be competent at a thing. Seeing a person handle a situation brilliantly or do an impressive skill thing gives attractiveness points. Confident competence doesn't work if you are doing it to be noticed. Only if you are actually competent and the situation comes up. Act like he's never seen a mirror before. Like so much confidence and charm, I just have to assume he has a lot more to offer than what I see in front of me. Guys like that are honestly more intriguing and attractive than most conventionally attractive men. For a lot of hot guys, I immediately can tell they just depend on their looks to get girls, and it's honestly pathetic. Confidence is good, but I see too many guys confuse confidence with arrogance and patronizing behavior, which is off-putting. So unless you are sure you know the difference, maybe don't try too hard. Just be genuinely interested in her personality and interests. If you're not, don't act like you are. We can tell. Listen and respond to me when I talk. Show me that you care what I'm saying. Be kind to animals. Having interests, hobbies other than getting laid. Knowing how to make cocktails or cook is nice. Playing instruments is fun. Woodworking is awesome. Volunteering is very sexy. Interests like video games and movies are fine too. But in that case, it's important to know how to talk about them. Don't condescend or judge if someone hasn't played your favorite game, seen your favorite movies, but instead explain the reasons why you especially enjoy them or connect with them, and invite the person to play watch too. And of course ask them about their favorites as well, and ask to watch play if you haven't. Confidence, humor and hygiene go a long way. Know how to hold a good conversation. Have a good hygiene. Be well groomed and take care of your teeth. A nice smile is really attractive. Dress appropriately for your body type and age. Keep your clothing clean. Be independent. Hygiene. 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 Keeping a clean living space too. Especially a clean bathroom. Caring about friends, family, people. Helping others unprompted. Not for attention but because it's a genuine want. Having hobbies. Things that you're passionate about. Gives you, a life and things to discuss with others. Also can help you find a pool of people with the same interests. A sense of humor. You don't need to have witty one-liners. I can't tell a joke to save my life. But I can be sarcastic and sometimes that gets me laughs. Probably just pity laughs though, lol. There's many different types of humor. So don't get anxiety about not being the funniest guy in the room. Being able to play my humor off of yours and vice versa is really important to me. Cause then I'm having fun. Goals in life or dreams you're actually working towards is honestly pretty up there on my list. Bettering oneself with school, or a trade or just a pursuit of knowledge in an area.